The next conversation gets to the heart of something that's essential to the success of our industry, the relationship between the places we operate and the communities we serve. Cities and hotels go hand in hand. When a downtown center is vibrant and full of energy, hotels thrive. And when our industry is thriving, we give that energy right back to the community. Here in Denver, that connection couldn't be clearer. The city has made incredible progress in recent years, and keeping up that momentum takes strong leadership and real partnership. So I'm thrilled to be joined by two people who can talk about the heart of that work. Mayor Mike Johnston has been leading the Mile High City since 2023. He's got a clear focus on revitalizing downtown. For those of you who've walked around, I'm sure you've seen some of the amazing changes, that pedestrian walkway, the vibrancy of all the restaurants and bars and pubs and people milling about. Thank you for being here with us this morning. So I'm going to call him to the stage, and joining him is Walter Isenberg, co-founder and CEO of Stage and a long-standing partner of AHLA and one of our executive committee members. Walter has been shaping Denver's story for decades, from Union Station to Dairy Rock. Please join us. And under his leadership, Sage has opened more than 130 hotels and restaurants. And so, Walter, I'm going to start with you. Thank you both for being with us. Good morning.
Good to see you all.
We appreciate your leadership and also yours, Walter. I mean, your hotels are here in Denver and around the country. Talk a little bit about that economic footprint that you see and how that impacts your team and the community in which you live and here in Denver.
Well, certainly being a part of the community and giving back is one of our core values. And I think that as we think about our business, we want somebody that's flying into Denver that's never been here before to say, where should I go? We hope they say Union Station, Dairy Block. But you know, it's really important that we think about the fabric of our downtown.
Mayor, talk a little bit about what you're hearing from business leaders like Walter. I know you have a very good, long-standing relationship. How does the hotel industry's recovery and community impact, how does that help drive some of the policies that you're promoting?
You bet. First of all, I'm delighted to be here. I feel like I was, unbeknownst to you, actually invited for my expertise on this topic because I don't know if you all know, we are in the hotel business in my family. We have a 22-room bed and breakfast my family has run for the last 50 years. And so, as my wife would tell you, the best skills I brought into the marriage are I spent most of my childhood cleaning bathrooms and folding laundry. And so I am an exceptional, but my brother and I still run that lodge. And so I'm familiar with many of the challenges you are facing on a much smaller scale. But I think for us, what we heard from Walter and from the rest of our small business owners was we want a city center and a downtown that feels vibrant and that feels safe. And so we've had two really top tier priorities over the last 2 years. One was on homelessness and one was on public safety. I'll say 30 seconds about each. On homelessness, if you were here 2 years ago, you would have seen a city with the third or fourth worst homeless problem in the country at that point. We had about 1,000 tents in the middle of our city center closing down businesses, hospitals, churches, you name it. So we've set a target over those last 2 years to become the first city that would end street homelessness, which seemed like an impossible goal. But 2 years in, the great news is we have now closed every single encampment in the city. We have reduced homelessness by almost 50%, which is the largest reduction of street homelessness of any city in American history. And importantly, we've become the largest, thank you. We've become the largest American city ever to end street homelessness for veterans. We don't have a single veteran anymore who has served our country who will sleep on the streets of our city. So that's really important progress, and it means we have sidewalks open and people can walk down them, and you can go to a restaurant and sit outside. The second one was public safety, and really together with Walter's partnership and pushing, we opened for the first time a dedicated downtown Denver police unit, which is just focused on downtown. In an epic Denver fashion, you will see while you're here probably officers on foot, you'll see them on bicycle, you'll see them on motorcycle, and yes, you will see them on horseback. We still do that in Denver in 2025, but the idea is a lot more visibility, a lot more presence, I describe downtown as like the campus blue phone on your college campus, which is any 100 yards you walk, you'll be able to find some official who is there to help keep you safe. And the results for us have been dramatic. We have dropped the homicide rate in Denver over the last year by 58%, which is the largest drop of any top 100 city in the country over the last year. And so for us, these are all signs we're heading in the right direction. And hopefully the way it feels to you is you walk around the streets and feel like, gosh, I would go for a run here at 8 o'clock at night, or I would take my mom to the theater and drop her off and let her walk back to the hotel afterwards. I think that is what we're after, is the sense of a city that is safe and is vibrant. And we think we have amazing assets in our hotel community, our restaurant community that already draw people. We just want them to make sure they love it when they get here.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because last night we were at one of Walter's properties and brought some of our members to dinner there, and folks were talking about going for a run at the crack of dawn and how beautiful it was, and that there were so many people out. And that's what you want to see, especially as a business traveler. People want to be able to live like they do at home in the city that they're visiting. I want to talk a little bit about tourism and the importance of tourism. We released a report this week with our partners here in Colorado, Amy Mayhew, that highlighted that in year over year, the hotel industry is raising $7 billion in annual tax revenue. It's generating 34,000 jobs, and guest spend is $4 billion annually. That's not insignificant, right? Let's talk a little bit. It's a question for both of you about the ways that this public-private partnership between business and the city is so vital to making sure that, you know, with a vibrant hotel community, cities are also thriving.
Do you want to start?
Sure. So I will tell you that been here 42 years, and we have been blessed to have great mayors who support tourism. And we have an incredible, Visit Denver is an incredible marketing arm for the city. And I think what's really powerful is that the public sector leadership recognizes that spending money to market our city comes back multiple fold. And so I think that how we have spent our lodgers tax and how the city has supported hospitality, the mayor's initiative to remove the homeless encampments from our city center, and having a dedicated police force in our CBD have been tremendous change for us in a very positive way.
And I would just say we are very clear that we are unapologetically pro-business as an administration and unapologetically pro-growth. Like, we think that for us to be able to create jobs, drive the economy, we have to be clear about that. There are a lot of cities, particularly blue cities, that are not sure about it. And actually, we want this to be the best place in the country to do business. And so I lean on folks like Walter to help us inform all of the strategies to do that. I'll say, I mean, you saw this last night if you were out on the patio looking over Denver as the Broncos were trouncing the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, you can clap for that. Two of the things that we're really committed about is, you know, we argue, and I think we will sustain that argument, that Denver is now one of the best sports cities, one of the best art cities, and one of the best food cities in the country. We will be the only city in the country that has 6 professional sports franchises all in our city limits. That's 200 nights of professional sports a year just in downtown Denver. That's a game changer. We will now be home to Red Rocks 10 times in a row, voted best concert venue in the world. You are 3 blocks away from the largest theater complex anywhere off of Broadway in the United States of America. We're now home to the largest independent film festival in the world, as Sundance has moved to Colorado. So whether you are a sports fan, an arts fan, or whether you're a food fan, New York Times did a profile on great food cities on Denver. We have now 6 Michelin star restaurants in and around the city. And so we think the more opportunities we have for the amazing creators like Walter to make the places that draw people here, that's what drives our economy. This convention center you're in is now the single most sought after convention site in the country. Those are all signs of a city that's thriving, but it only happens if you're making sure the folks doing business here find it easy to do business.
And we appreciate that. And actually, one of the things that we're focused on at AHLA is advocacy and encouraging our members to get involved in advocacy. And what we like to say is advocacy is just telling a story and educating lawmakers about why our industry is important, the career path that we provide our employees. If you were to give advice to people in the audience about the importance of engaging with their city officials, learning who their council members are, give us some advice on why that matters.
So powerful. I think that what you find is often people that have very busy day jobs, like you all, don't have the time to show up at a city councilwoman's coffee in the community on a Saturday at 10 a.m. because you got 2 sports games to take your kids to, or you got grandparents to check in on. But the result is you would be shocked how rarely a city council person or a state legislator hears from a working professional trying to run a business in her city to say, let me tell you what's so important for me about this. Let me take you on a tour of my site to show you what's happening. Let me tell you the 150 people I employ who all live in your district and why this is important. And oftentimes we get a lot of real activists on either side of an issue. We don't often get pragmatists who are practitioners who run things. I think you will find your impact to be disproportionately strong. And I would just say, find out who your council member is, show up at an event, get to know them, connect a face and a name, tell them about your business, and you will find 2 weeks later they'll be giving speeches bragging about you and what you're doing because they want to learn more about that. I think Walter's done that fabulously in this city and really, I think, built a business voice that has people realize if our hotel industry wins here, we win. That's more people that are employed, more tax revenue for the city, and more vibrant activation. And so I think that's been very powerful for us here as the public-private partnership. And I would push you to spend the time to do it because it's a 10x ROI if you do.
Walter, we talk about this all the time. I keep saying I need more Walters. Talk about how you first started doing, getting involved in politics.
Well, first of all, I got involved in politics because of my wife. So, but realizing that while national politics tends to keep everybody's interest and it's what's on the news, what really matters is local politics. Who our city council is, who's your state legislator, who's your state senator. And that's really, I think, where you can make a big difference. And as the mayor said, just spending a little bit of time to show them your business, educate them about what you're doing, the taxes that you're contributing to the community, the employment that you're creating. And Denver's budget is primarily based on sales tax.
Yes.
And so we're generating a huge amount of sales tax as an industry, the restaurant industry, the hotel industry. And I think educating the electeds about the power of our business. And they want to, look, rightfully so, we want to be able to pay for programs that help those who are less fortunate than we are. The money is coming from us. And I think that message is really important.
Let's fast forward 10 years from now. What momentum do you see in Denver? How do you see the hospitality community contributing to that sort of sustainable growth that you've started to create here?
Yeah, I think we want it to be a place where we have the fastest growing economy in the country. And importantly, you can come to this city and find the same job you could find in any city in the world. As you know, we're about the 5th or 6th busiest airport in the world right now. So Denver is on a par with a Tokyo and a London and a Dubai at this stage. But that you could then say, wow, this seems like an amazing place. I want to move here. And when you move here, you could also still afford to own a home here, right? A lot of the cities that have grown so fast, like the San Franciscos or Seattles or others, grow to become much harder to be affordable for working class families. We want it to be incredible economic growth, still affordable to those who grew up here and have been here for generations, and a place where you can find incredible moments of joy. You can see multiple championship sports teams. You can go to great art events. You can go to a wonderful public park that's within 5 minutes wherever you live. You have great public schools. And you feel like you could sit on a patio anywhere in downtown and have a drink with your husband and not worry where your 2 or 3 kids are because they're wandering around shopping, looking at stuff, and you feel safe every moment of that day. I think that is our belief, is if you can deliver a city that's vibrant, that's affordable, and that's safe for folks in every neighborhood, that is, I think, the best of what the city can do. And we describe Denver as the capital of the New West. This place was once the capital of the Old West, where you came looking for gold or silver or oil. We think there's a different way to build wealth now out of what comes out of your head and out of your hands. But the idea that there's still an open sense of opportunity for wherever you come from. We welcome anybody if you're willing to work hard and play by the rules. But you still are connected to the land and the outdoors, and you can get in your car and drive an hour to the best ski resorts in the world and still come back and work for the company of your dreams. We think that's the city we would love to build.
Right. Walter, what about for you in Sage?
Well, I don't know how I top that, but the only I could say is that the Broncos are going to build a new stadium that's got a dome on it, and we'll be hosting the Super Bowl in Denver, Colorado.
All right. Okay. Not bad. That's.
And hopefully we'll be playing in that Super Bowl.
All right. Don't push it. All right. We've got a few minutes left before we officially open our show floor. So we're going to go to a bit of a lightning round. One word answer to describe the future of downtown Denver.
Vibrant.
Yes. Amen.
Okay.
Vibrant.
A hidden gem everyone should experience.
Oh, wow. It's not a hidden gem, but if you haven't been to Red Rocks, you should. You should go out there and hike the steps or do yoga in the morning or go to a concert.
Shameless plug, the cruise room.
Oh, the cruise room is actually the best part of Denver. You should go there.
Oh, okay.
Drinks
Tonight.
at the cruise room.
All right, let's
My
go.
birthday.
Okay. One city business partnership you're most excited about right now.
I think the one Walter described, we're in the partnership with the Broncos to both build a new stadium, which will be an 80-acre comprehensive entertainment district development, and also take the 100 acres where the Broncos currently live and develop a whole new neighborhood there. So it's 180 acres of new development for the city. That'll be a game changer.
You know, we just passed a bond initiative that moved $550 million of bonds from lower downtown to upper downtown, and the mayor and his team are working on deploying that to really revitalize the upper part of downtown that has the historic big office buildings, and I think that is going to be a game changer for us over the coming years.
It's the largest investment in any city center of any city in the country, this $500 million investment to revitalize downtown. Very excited.
If Denver had a hospitality superpower, what would it be?
We have amazing local entrepreneurs who make great spaces. We have great local grown hotel and restaurant tours, and they make this a place that's kind of best of Denver, only in Denver, and you can feel it.
Yeah, I think our neighborhoods that surround downtown, the entrepreneurs that are here that are starting businesses, really, it's exciting to see.
Okay, quick pick. Broncos game, Red Rocks concert, or Union Station dinner. What's your favorite?
You can do them all in one day. That's the beauty, actually. You do a Broncos game at 2, dinner at Union Station, and Red Rocks for a concert by 8 o'clock.
I'll tell you, if you haven't been to Red Rocks, it is the most amazing concert venue in the world.
It is.
Incredible.
Okay.
If you're a Zach Bryan fan, we had one night of the Red Rocks season. We have 200 nights of Red Rocks. One night came open because a band had a family member that died. Zach Bryan called us personally and said, I want that show. He was doing only 70,000 person venues, did MetLife with Bruce Springsteen the night before,
Wow.
flew out to Denver to play Red Rocks with 10,000 people because it's just the best venue in the world. And so if you haven't gone there, you should.
Very cool. Okay, and then favorite 90s band?
Oh, Duran.
Oh, wow.
I may be pre-90s, but Supertramp.
Even better.
Yeah, that is definitely not 90s.
I'm old.
But we love it.
I'm old.
And but so we're talking about the 90s because tonight we obviously have a 90s dance party and we hope everyone will show up for that. I want to thank DirecTV for sponsoring that event. I want to thank you both for everything that you're doing to make Denver such an incredible destination. We're having an incredible time here. But thank you for that public-private partnership because it does mean so much to advancing our industry. And so thank you, Mayor, for that. Mayor Johnston's going to join us for the ribbon cutting. So I encourage you to all come out and join us downstairs as we open the show floor. And thank you all very much. Thank you,
Thanks so much.
gentlemen.
Great to see you all.